What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to spend a whole video and talk about working out for teenagers. So talk about how old you have to be to start working out, and more importantly, how old you have to be so you can start lifting weights. Because everybody talks about, you can't work out until you're this age or this age because you're going to stunt your growth and blah, 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 you're going to injure yourself, and you're supposed to have been 6 foot, now you're only 5'5", and it's all their fault because they started working out early. So let's cover all that. Very first thing we're going to talk about is the stunning growth part. That's probably the biggest concern for everybody. And I used to think that too. I'm about 5'9", almost 5'10". I usually tell people, 5'10". So, and I used to believe, crap, if I didn't start exercising a long time ago, I would have been like 6 foot, But then I started learning and I realized actually that's really not the case. As far as how tall you are, majority of it is genetics. But there is a little bit that comes into play when it comes to exercising when you're young. So first we're going to talk about those exercises that stunt your growth. So any exercise that has to do with very heavy weight that you lift above your head will stunt your growth when you're young. So some of the exercises are going to be, for example, any type of overhead press working on your shoulders, like a standing military press, anything that compresses your spine. Heavy squats, that's going to really go ahead and stunt your growth, and anything that's really super heavy. So deadlifts, even though you're not lifting it above your head, I would probably still say to not go too heavy on those and to really probably stay away from it for now until you get a little older. So most of the powerlifting moves are the ones that you want to kind of stay away from until your body at least has a little chance to mature. So the exercise that you should be concentrating on are exercises that don't involve any weight at all, because this way there's no way to stunt your growth, right? You're just using your body weight. You do all the type of jumping around stuff that you like. For example, push-ups, pull-ups, any type of squats, any type of sprints, any of the functional body weight workouts, anything to do with your body weight, you're more than welcome to do, and really, really tough to really stunt your growth. As far as what age should you start working out with weights, I'd recommend about 14. When you're about 14 years old, start working out with weights, and don't do any of those really super heavy lifts until you probably get to about the age of 16. Now, it's pretty arguable. Some people may say you can do it a little younger. Some people say you probably want to wait a little longer. But I would be safe, and I would say about 14 you can start actually working out with weights, and 16 you can start actually doing those heavy lifts, the heavy squats and the military presses over your head and things like that. And by that time, your body has matured enough to where you've hit some growth spurts. You probably haven't stopped growing yet, and you will continue to grow. But just as long as you stay moderate in the amount of weight that you use, don't go don't go under 8 reps. You should be fine and keep it really safe. Next thing that's very, very important, and probably the most important thing for us young people working out, is when you're working out and you're concentrating on your form. Form is the most important thing when you're a teenager and you're exercising.